Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 5th to the 12th. This is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to your reading, to get more specific and detailed. The reason I do this, Virgo, is because you know I love you and I really want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, ooh, look at that just flipped over the Page of Wands. If that shows up in your reading, oh my goodness, and we're going to talk about that. All right, and it really is actually thinking about your past readings. I feel like you've gotten that, and I feel like it's there has been some new opportunities. But listen, this week in particular, Virgo, what I was going to say is that, you know, astrology and tarot do go hand in hand. Astrology's influenced divination for thousands of years, and that's why every tarot card does have an astrological element, alignment, ruling planet. So that's why I combine them. We can really go deep when they're involved, and both astrology and tarot are aligned with the tree of life. Now, Virgo, this week, listen, this is a big week, okay? We're kicking it off with that full moon in Leo, all right? Very harmonious, very high energy, and you will feel it, okay? You're gonna feel it. The full moon in Leo happens in your 12th house, so there's a lot going on in your head. And thinking about your readings, there's been a lot, you know, of transformative energy. There's been a lot of movement toward new beginnings for y'all, okay? Now, what's really great is Venus is in Pisces this week, okay? And so that's amazing, all right? So that just kind of, you know, Venus is exalted in Pisces, and there's like a flare of like romance and creativity and passion and all that goodness, right? It feels good to feel good. And so that's in your 7th house. So there could be some activity with partners, all right? Partnerships, whether love or career, okay? So, and good stuff, all right? I feel like this is going to be a week of decisions for you, okay? Especially with that full moon. As we know, full moons can bring culmination, but you know what comes after culmination? New beginnings, all right? And that's what's going on for you. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo, for this week, for February 5th to the 12th. Again, this is for Virgo, Sun, and Rising. And for those who are watching videos of people they know who are Virgo, Sun, and Rising, which is funny because I get that a lot. I get a lot of comments like, oh yeah, my sister's a Virgo, or my mom's a Virgo, so I want to see what's going on with them. Now, Virgo, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It really does give the best general overview, and if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Now, secondly, Virgo, you know I love you, and that's all I have to say. I love you so much. If you're a subscriber, you know I say it all the time. My mom's a Virgo. My dog's a Virgo, and my moon's in Virgo. So listen, I get y'all. Listen, this is really interesting, and I'm very excited for you. All right, so. Here's the thing. You did get the 8 of Cups, so it is very clear as day here. There is something that you're moving forward toward. You're leaving something behind. And again, it has been a common theme for you. There is, you know, especially when you think about Jupiter and Aries right now, that is in your 8th house, like I said, of transformation, death, and rebirth. Did I say that? I don't even remember, but you are going through this process, okay? And it's going to be, especially, you know, the 8th house also rules other people's money. So you may be seeing that, all right? You may be seeing a lot of that happen now. When I say other people's money, you know, money owed to you, maybe it's a bonus, maybe it's a commission, maybe it's money that comes out of nowhere, okay? Even lottery, all right? Paying off debts at this point. But again, the main thing is death, rebirth, it's transformation. You pull the 8 of Cups, you are walking away from a situation. Looks like you already did, actually. Looks like you already did. Something that may have not been serving you well. You knew something was better for you. You knew something, whether it was even good or bad. And it could have been a bittersweet moment. You know, it's like if you were, you know, at the same job for a few years, and you loved the work environment, you loved your colleagues, but then you got like a better job offer, all right? And listen, that's what happens, and that's a little bittersweet, right? The same thing with a relationship. You've been dating someone for a long time, someone else comes along, and you're like, that's my soulmate, right? And then you got to break up with the other person, and you get where I'm going with this, right? But in any case, it could have been a little emotional for you. But here we go. Look in the heart of your spread, you got the Ace of Pentacles. So when I say you're leaving something behind, you're leaving something behind for something better. All right? This is, come on. This is the biggest pentacle in the deck, okay? The Ace ushering in this new opportunity, this new beginning, which again has been a current theme for you. So this week you are going to, start seeing that come to fruition, all right? Now I'm going to point out the golden pathway here. You're going to see the archway as well. This really is a gateway to, this next chapter. This, this is money and wealth, all right? This is money and wealth, but when you think about the pentacles, earthbound, right? So our tangible realities as well. So there is something coming through. It could be a new job. It could be a promotion. It could be even relationship. It could be actually, it could be, well, no, I don't think that it is, but it could be something very, very auspicious and something that you're looking forward to. And for some Virgos, it may come out of nowhere. All right, it may come out of nowhere. Remember, Uranus is very harmonious with Mars and the Sun during that full moon in Leo. All right, and Uranus brings a lot of unpredictability, like those surprise moments. Okay, and it's also like if it's like a car that you wanted, if it's this new apartment you wanted. Listen, remember I said tangible realities. Now you did get the Queen of Cups, but you did get the Queen of Cups in your challenge area. So two things, Virgo. One, I want you to be a little bit more listen, you are a grounded sign, right? You're an earth sign. You're very grounded. You're very practical. You're very analytical, right? That's Virgo, okay? Now, with the Queen of Cups in your challenge area, what I want you to do is just really, really tap within, go within, be a little bit more intuitive now, okay? Tap into your intuitive side. That's what's going to really help you move forward, okay? Especially with this full moon in Leo being in your 12th house of the subconscious, right? So that you may be in your head a lot this week, all right? Unrooting things. The 12th house also rules the past, so there could be things about the past that that could be on your mind. It could have to do with children. It could have to do with situations that where you are this maternal figure, okay? Queen of Cups is the most psychic. She is very maternal. I call her the Princess Diana of Tarot, but she came up in your challenge area, all right? So I really want you to be, another message coming through is not only having that, intuitive side kicking, really embracing that, but also self-love for yourself, okay? I want that for you too, all right? That's really important this week, especially because you did get the Five of Cups, all right? You got the Five of Cups in your crown, and so here's the thing. This is a card of disappointment. This is a card, remember I talked about the past. This is a card of, look at him. He's looking at the spilled cups. He's so drawn to it and he can't get over it. The situation that happened in the past. And you can see the two full cups behind him, all right? And so all he has to do is look up. All he has to do is cross that bridge. Now, I know it's easier said than done, but it looks like there is something that you are thinking about in the past, all right? Again, it could be this moment that was really bittersweet because you got the Eight of Cups in the past area of your spread, all right? So, again, the fact that the fact that the full moon in Leo is in your 12th house, which represents the past, all right? So, think about that. One thing that I really want you to do is when you're thinking about the past, if there's something that's coming up, if there's something that you've moved on from, you want to move on from, you want to let go from, I want you to know the biggest takeaway here is you cannot let your past dictate your present. You can't let your past dictate your future, okay? So think about what you need to do to enroot those moments that may be holding you back, all right? Because all you want is to move forward. You want this new journey. You want this new opportunity. You got the full, this is, he's the zero card, right? Not even the numbered tarot, right? Not even, think about the zero, all right? Zero is nothing, all right? But nothing is everything when you think about it. Zero, there's nothing before zero, all right? So it's almost like starting on a clean slate. this new adventure, okay? Leaving everything behind, ready to like take that leap of faith, all right? He's standing on the edge of the cliff, no care in the world. This card has a lot of innocence to it, has a lot of opportunity with it. This is, I mean, he's the Fool. I want you to see the word Fool, Fool. I want you to see it as Full as well, because he brings that, it's that fullness of life that he's seeking, and this is what we seek in our lives, right? Enlightenment, okay? And so I want you to let go of the things from the past, and I really want you to like get really intuitive now. Really trust your instincts, okay? Remember, you have the Ace of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. Something is coming through. And in order to let this, you know, all these new opportunities and abundance come through, you got to make room for it, right? Now, here's the reason why I want you to really like those things go. You got the Eight of Swords in your future, so it looks like there will be a point of view, and this is really just very interesting because there's a lot of hope, right, with the eights. And you know, in your past you got the Eight of Cups, and now in your future you got the Eight of Swords. Now you can see that she's blindfolded, all right? There's a lot of fear of like, you know, remember, the swords are the mental suit, okay? And so, again, this is all up here. This has to do with communication. It has to do with thinking. It has to do with choices, decisions, all right? And so there is going to be a point where you may feel a little, like, in your head a bit, okay? I wouldn't even say a bit. I'd say, like, it's almost like there's a little bit of, like, or just psychological warfare. There's so much happening, all right? And it's going to make you go within. And I don't want you to do that, because here's the thing. You can see that she's surrounded by swords. She put herself there. We call this a self-victim card, right? And so when you do that, when you put these swords around you, all right, you're actually not protecting yourself. She thinks she built a fortress, whereas the reality is she built a prison. So it's prisoner of your thoughts, all right? A lot of fear attached to this, but the good news is you can see her feet are free. You can walk away from this. You can take off that blindfold and you can walk away from this. So if you feel that you're going to, yeah, okay, so, oh wow, this is very interesting, Virgo. Listen, I've like said several times, there's something you have to let go. There's something you have to let go from the past, okay? Now, the devil has come up to clarify the Eight of Swords. Now, if there's not, I mean, this is the biggest affirmation, all right? The devil is everything that you would think the devil represents, all right? Bad thoughts, bad patterns, bad behaviors, addictions, vices. You've got to break free. Okay, I say the devil is a trap. You got to break free from these chains, all right? Because you cannot move forward when you're chained to the devil, all right? And it's almost like, you know, vampire energy, right? Or I wouldn't even say like energy vampire. You know, it's like very draining you. So think about what it is that is holding you back, all right? Think about what it is that you do need to let go, all right? Because, again, her feet are free. She can walk out of this anytime she wants, okay? She does have that power. And again, these chains are loose. You can break free. In order to break free, Virgo, you need to be aware of the chains. In order to be aware of the chains, you have to care. You have to care to let go, and I want you to care. All right, so again, this is in your future. And then one more clarifier. You do have the Three of Swords, so there is going to be something that's going to be painful for you to let go. All right, I'm just going to clarify one more. Yep, and then there you go. You got the Sun. So what is this saying? Look at what's happening here. This is all based on something is coming through. Something very good for you, a new job opportunity, a new relationship, just abundance, okay? Money, wealth, even in your physical reality, something's coming through, but you're going to have to let something go from the past, okay, to make room for it, all right? And it's going to be hard for you. It really is. This is going to be a very big emotional week for you, but listen, it's going to be very hard to let go of this, and it might be a little bit challenging, but then you got the Sun at the end of it all. And so this is just saying that is the best thing for you. And then the Sun in your future, once you let this thing go, You'll be fine, all right? And it could be the way that you think about something. It could be the way that you think about someone. It could be something, and again, it could be something relationship related. It can be work related as well, because if you think about, we're in Aquarius season right now, all right? And that is your sixth house. So it is, a lot of work and labor that's involved there. But at the same time, this is very personal to you. So spend some time thinking about that thing that you have to let go, whether it is someone in your physical reality, whether it is a job situation that's, maybe it's a toxic environment for you, right? Maybe it's a toxic relationship, maybe it's a toxic friendship, right? There's something that you have to let go, and it's going to be hard for you to do that, all right? It's going to be hard for you because you're a Virgo, you analyze everything, all right? And you're going to be caught up in your head, and it the energy that comes up is more like uncertainty and worry and doubt about what's going to happen when this happens, but you're fine. All right, it's going to be the best thing for you. All right, so Virgo, let's get to your stuff. Virgo, if you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments. Really does help my channel grow. It really does help the algorithm in YouTube. And again, if you're a subscriber, I love random emojis. If you're not a commenter, if you just want to boop, boop, boop. The other thing is, if you're a subscriber, I love you. I love you so much. You're amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me every week. You really make my day. I'm about to make your day, Virgo. I'm about to make your, this is really, is it a 180 or is it a 360? Whatever it is, this is amazing. Talk about a twist ending. Look at this. First of all, you got justice. Okay, so all you want is that balance in your life. All you want is justice to be served. A lot of y'all feel that you have been wronged in some way. This is a card of cause and effect. There is something that has happened. Remember, this reading is dealing a lot with the past, all right? Very much so, especially when you combine it with the astrology that's happening right now. The synchronicity is completely aligned. Okay, it is the fact that that full moon in Leo, okay, is in your 12th house of your subconscious and the past. All right, so we're letting something go, and remember, justice, cause and effect. Use that sword again. She has a huge sword in her hand. Why does she have that sword? Because it's power and authority. Now we can tell, you don't even have to tell kids how powerful swords are, all right? Use that sword to cut everything in your life that you do not need to bring that balance. Speaking of balance, the scale in her hand. That's what it's there for, all right? And so that's what I really want you to do. It's clear as day here. There's just something you need to let go, and it is something that may be really hard for you, and it may be heartbreaking for you, okay, to let it go. But remember, you got the sun in your future. It's saying this is the best thing for you, but also the sun is promising future. The sun is optimism and opportunity, and it's one really great thing here is you can see the child. First of all, one thing that a lot of people don't point out, I'm just going to point out, you can see the red feather coming out of his head, right? Who else has that? The Fool. So, the things that when you let these things go, the things that you actually want, this new journey, this new adventure, this new relationship, this new passion, this new home, this new city, whatever it is, it's coming. You make room for it. Okay, now look in your external factors area. You got the Six of Wands, you got the Victory card. So I believe in you, and it's just saying there's a lot of success that comes with this. All right. This is all about public recognition. This is all about victory. This is all about it's a procession. Okay, you can see that people are cheering him on. He's really, you see the wreath. This is victory. You're fine. You're fine. You'll be fine as long as you let this one thing go that you don't need. And it's you're really gonna feel relieved. Okay. It's like a sigh of relief. Interestingly, you got the Hanged Man as well, so it's actually what you want. All right, the fact that you got the Justice and the Hanged Man, and the Fool. Listen, this is what you want. All right, it's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lie. With the Eight of Swords and the Devil and the Three of Swords in your future, it's gonna be hard for you to let go. All right, but remember, you have the Sun in your future, the final clarifier for all of that. All right, and then remember the Ace of Pentacles and the heart of your spread. Wow. Lastly, your final outcome, you got the Three of Cups. All right. And so once you let this go, you have a lot to celebrate. All right. Not only did you get the Six of Wands in your external influences area, and your final outcome, you got the Three of Cups. All right. So once you let this go, this is all about celebrating. Okay. This is all about, sisterhood and brotherhood and being with friends and having that moment of celebration and joy. But also, it really is bonding at the end of the day. It really is having that, joy through bonding with other people. Okay. So have that moment, and it is in your final outcome. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is 3 is all about growth and advancement. So this is part of that, process of life that you have to go through, especially because Jupiter in Aries is in your 8th house. You're going through these transformations right now in the Three of Cups. Listen, remember growth and advancement, but it's also creation, the birth of new things. And you're just remember this week, you may be in your head a little bit. You're going to be thinking about some things that you have to let go, some things that are holding you back. But once you do it, you'll be fine. Virgo, I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. You are amazing. I will see you next week. All right. Bye bye.